Hey guys, how's it going? Well, we are at our local Red Robin. We're about to go in and eat, me and Uncle Phil, and this is what we've been up to today. We have been out on another car hunt, and I had some money come my way, and I thought, well, it's getting close to getting cool weather, and I don't want to drive the big skin Fendi and Drek, Muck, Meyer, so we're out here looking. And so I've been on Craigslist. I combed Craigslist with a fine-tooth comb, and this is what I came up with. This has been a real cheap car purchase. First, I want to ask you, Phil, you've been driving the skin Fendi over here the last 30 miles or so. How's it? Is it riding smooth? Smooth
like
with the V?
vibrator.
Yeah, the skin Fendi is currently down on 7 cylinders, so it's not too happy right now, as I said. So anyway, let's take a look at this thing. Uncle Phil loves wagons. Let's get that out of the way first, don't you, Phil? So this is a 2000 what is this? 2000 Ford Focus wagon, and I wasn't really looking for a wagon, but I was looking for something like a Focus. I've been kind of doing some shopping for a Focus. I drove a couple, and this is legit. This is actual miles on it. I ran the ran the auto check, and it's 96,000 miles on it, and it's auction fresh, and I've been trying to sell it for quite a while, and I was able to make you can hold on to those, I don't need them. Thank you though. I was able to make a couple observations on the way over here, Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
The observations are that the engine and transmission seem fine. They drives pretty good, except that it has a, well, how do I put this? It's going to be in need of some front end work. Anything over 40 miles an hour is kind of scary. It drives okay, but I think it's got a couple questionable tires on the front, and it's got that kind of crashy bangy sound when you hit bumps and stuff. So like the struts are not too good on it, and it drives straight. That's a good thing. The only other bad thing I noticed is it's kind of got I don't know quite how to describe it. You step on the gas and it kind of shudders a little bit. It's not like that car with it running on skipping. It's just like I'll tell you what it makes me think it is, right off the top of my head. It makes me think it's got a trashed inside universal joint on the CV, because it vibrates, but it's not popping. You give it gas, it vibrates, and I know one thing for sure: it has a bad motor mount on it, because it sounds just like the engine sitting on the frame. When you're sitting there with it in gear, it's a brrrr. But like I said, it was cheap, so I'm not complaining. What happened here? Look at the mirror, might have fell off. So this is just the overview. If you've seen one of these, you've seen 100 of them. Nothing real special. It's a SE. Yep, it's a SE, and it's got, what's that? No, they're talking to you. That's some of your hoodlum friends over there, Phil? Yeah, like we're about to be. No, I'm just kidding. But, oof, just pop. I'll tell you one thing else too, Uncle Phil, I noticed about this thing. The interior has really got some wear and tear on it. You look in here, it's got some panels, like right here, separated. And look at this seat right here. This is the cushion of the seat.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Okay.
And I can tell you, and look, the steering wheel's, like if you get over here and look on the steering wheel, it's, the top of it's burned off, and they told me when I was looking at it, hop on around here, Phil, you come in here, I want to show you a few things, man. This is funny, watch this. See, it's got the brake pedal pad going off of it.
Yeah.
The steering wheels, this thing's off the center of the steering wheel. This thing is busted. It's got a vent busted out over there.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what all this is from. This is from somebody that drove this car. You know, I've got videos up. I call people habitual drivers. And it's people that drive a lot of short trips, but they're driving constantly. They live in their car, you know. So that's what this is. There's people that were in this car, in and out all the time. See, the headliner's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you reckon that is, Uncle Phil?
Cigarette.
What about that one?
I don't know about that one. Now I'd say cigarette or something.
Yeah, that got burned.
Yeah.
That probably got snapped off. Oh, check the radio out, Phil. This has got a rare option on it. You see that radio? That's actually.
It don't belong there.
Well, now let's not jump to conclusions. That's a rare option, actually. This car has. What happened is, when they bought it new, instead of getting the radio that comes in it normally, they get a discount if they get the dealer to go to a junkyard and get radio out of something else and put in here. That's why it kind of doesn't fit. But don't worry about this space down here. Don't worry about it. It's a radio. It works. It's in there. And it's actually a Ford radio, so it matches. What do you think? You believe that shit?
I believe anything nowadays.
So they said the heat and air was working, but the fan quit. And you can see all this is scuffed off of it. I hate that. I'm going to have to go get another one of those. So I'll have to get in there and figure out what happened to the blower.
Well, like you said, it might be a fuse. Now you got a plug in right there.
I see that.
So that might have to be something.
Well, man, what do you want to bet that goes to the blower motor? The blower motor's right back there. And what do you bet this panel being torn off? He said he's a mechanic, you know, one of those Jake leg mechanics. And drove it. What did he say? He drove it for a month or so.
Couple months
while he was on the car. And I tell you what, like, if you can drive a car that crashes and bangs this much in the front end for 2 months, your mental state is
mental rocky.
Like that. It's not stable.
No.
That has to be fixed right away. See, I'll tell you something. That's what defines the difference between insane people and normal people. Insane people think crap like that's fine. It's okay. But
it ain't.
It's not. It's far from it. But anyway, we're not trying to bash this old car. But what's that smell? It doesn't smell bad. It smells like one of those cologne air fresheners, doesn't it? What do you think? It smells like somebody's cologne in here.
I don't know.
It's kind of strong. The windows back there, both the regulators are busted on them. You have to roll them up by, you grab them and just push them up. They come up like a house. Yeah. But hey, you know what? It got here.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyway, I'll work my magic on it like I always do. Make a few junkyard trips and it'll reverse all this crap. See, Phil, when you go to buy another car and you collect up some money about the money I spent on this is what you'll get. This is as good as it gets. You can't buy a cheap car anymore. Cheap cars ain't cheap no more.
Nope, sure ain't.
Uh-oh, what's that say?
49.
Is there a mirror in there? Yep. I'd put mine down, but there isn't one. So, but it's pretty neat though. One thing I liked about it is it's got power windows and power door locks, and it actually has cruise on it. You would not believe the Ford Focus. I've seen them with leather interior that did not have cruise control on them. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But and when we get the whatever's going on under the front end sorted out, we'll have to have a belt, and probably a timing belt needs to be done on it. Yeah, I looked at the pictures on it. I said, nah, there ain't no way that's 96,000 miles. Not with all that this stuff kind of broken in here and things. But sure enough, it run right down it. Showed the mileage every year. I think in 2007 it said it had 39,000 miles on it.
It's just rough.
Yeah, just rough.
Didn't take care of it.
That's the way she likes it. Rough.
It just didn't take care of it at all.
You hear that, if you ever live here in Huntsville, you'll hear that noise all the time. There's always sirens going off. Oh yeah, the biggest thing too, this engine in this car is the Z-Tech. It is not that, I was not stupid enough to buy. You know, these things come with two different engines in them. They're both 2 liters, but one of them is like just a plain old whatever they call it. It's not dual overhead cam. And then there's this one, which is a different engine, which is 16 valve, dual overhead, all that stuff. And this is the good one because the other one drops valves. They're real prone to do that, so you don't want that one. All right, Phil, it's called her name over there.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten anything all day. I had to leave work today. I left at 20 after 1, and I was constantly till right now to get this done. That's how I get things done. I block everything else out that I have to do. I get one goal in mind for the day.
Yeah.
And I plan it out before I even do it. I had this all planned out yesterday. So if you'd not been able to go today, I would have had to come up there and kick your ass.
I'll always be able to go with you.
No, I know, Phil. I wouldn't kick your ass at all. I'm sorry.
I'll
Say
always
that, but-
be able to go.
Yep.
I love being with you.
Well, I love being around you too, Phil. You're a good old guy. Too bad you have to be around me. But anyway, so guys, we're gonna go in and get us a little bit of grub, and we'll do a little bit more tour maybe on this at some point, but maybe not. But we'll be doing some repair videos for sure. Sound good to you?
Sounds yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Good. All right. Bye.
Bye.